TSB, Talk Sport Business, Talk 100.3. Good to have you along for this Wednesday. You're with Lachlan Kitchen and Neil Odger. And our next guest is the co-founder of recently launched state-of-the-art software, Manage My Property. Proudly presents themselves as the #1 property management company in Dubai. And we're very proud this afternoon to have the CEO and the co-founder here in the studio, Marcello Arcangeli. Ciao, come stai? Good to see you.
Bene, grazie. Hello to everyone.
It's great to have you in here. You've got a great story, but I mean, we've been speaking so much about real estate on this show. Real estate is booming in Dubai at the moment. But how did you get started? What is the story behind Manage My Property?
Manage My Property was an idea that my partner and me had in 2006 because we were working in a bank in Italy as a financial consultant, and Italian people likes very much real estate and investment.
Who doesn't?
So we decided to provide also this service to our clients, and Dubai is the place. So we came in Dubai, we started to work. But at one point when we sold off-plan properties, these properties came ready, and the clients asked, and now what we can do? So we started to think, we work for an online banking in Italy, let's make the same with the property. So we started to develop the system of manage the properties for our clients, and we start to make a MMP, Manage My Property.
Right. And so what does manage? I mean, it does say Manage My Property means one would expect that you would manage literally everything about the property. But if you go in details, what all one can expect?
The main point is this one. In Dubai, the manage a property means find a tenant, and there is absolutely no this manage a property. Find a tenant is one part of the managing. Managing a property, it means take care of the property of the clients as our property, and have all the aspect of the regarding the property and the investment of the property under control, and give to the client all the transparency and access online to all the data that they need. Because a client that live abroad or is very busy need to check what is the situation of the investment, and they need to be accessed 24 hours on 24, 7 on 7.
You mentioned that the property market is booming, and if you own units and you're a landlord and you're in the right area, it's not very hard to find a tenant. Does that make it a challenge for some agents to want to take on your software because they feel, I've no problem getting a tenant, but are you trying to argue that you're still not able to you can maximise and get even better returns on your property?
Yeah, because the main point is investment in real estate is a medium-long term investment. So find a tenant. It means I find a tenant today, and maybe I have a contract for 1 year, maybe for the second year. But you need to have a good tenant that pay all the checks that is in the contract, and you need to take care of the property. Because if the property have a problem, you need to have somebody that solve the problem, and year after year.
Is that one of the benefits of short-term lease? I mean, if I bring in someone via an Airbnb service, at least that way you're getting regular checks of the units and you're getting regular maintenance because you're getting regular inspections.
For me, short term is not properly for investment, because when you have a long term contract, first of all, you know what is the income that you will have in that year. Second of all the costs related to the property, as the bills of DIY, internet, is on the tenant.
It's on the land,
yeah. And also, people is not considering that short term. It means that Dubai is quite particular, because at least 4 months in the year is not so pleasant to come in Dubai if you don't have to work. And that it's not like in Europe that you can have some touristic places that work all the year. And you have to consider also that you have to maintain and invest in the refurbish of the flat, to keep it updated and on the market.
All right. So what are the challenges does one face when there is a product like Manage My Property out in the public? I'm sure that, finding tenant, like you said, is just one of the things. But what are the other challenges?
Challenges is to keep the property in a very good condition, to be attractive and to keep the value of the investment during the years. Just a few weeks ago, I had the chance to see a property that we manage maybe from the beginning, 12 years ago. We started to manage this property, and we go inside, and the feeling is like to have a brand new property. Flash painted, cleaned, AC served, all the light works. The kitchen in very good condition, all of the kitchen appliances clean and working.
Wow.
So that is keeping the value of the property. Otherwise, a lot of people think, okay, I buy the property, I invest the money at the beginning, I don't spend anymore anything on the property, but the value will go down because the property
It's not being looked after.
It's not maintained.
You know, when you look at some of the predictions, we speak to a lot of real estate people, and everyone's quite bullish over the property market. You know, the growth has been exceptional over the past 18 to 24 months. How do you see the future of the market of real estate in the UAE?
From my angle of view, and I have an angle for investment, we are just at the beginning of growth of the market. For sure, in the last 24 months, some particular things happened. First of all, Dubai changed a little bit the policy and starting to say the expat is welcome and Dubai must be the home of the expat. So they started to changing, for example, the politics about the visa on the property. Now with the 2 million, you can access a gold visa for 10 years.
And how much has that directly changed? Because suddenly many people come and you think, oh, I'm only going to do the 3 years and that'll be it. But now you're mentally thinking, if I'm locked in for 10 years, you're making better relationships personally and professionally.
Exactly.
And then you're more likely to want to, no, I'm going to stay here for 10 and buy a property.
Absolutely, that is the game changer because they started to, after the COVID, they understood that the model that had Dubai before, expat come, stay, and then go back to your home. It's not working. They needed to grow the population of the city and the country. And what was in place helped a lot and booming the market. So what I can say is that if before Dubai was considered an emerging market, so with a high risk, today is more consolidated. And also what's happening in Europe about the COVID and about what is going on today in Europe, a lot of people feel not anymore comfortable to leave Italy, Germany, France, also UK a little bit, and they prefer to move in a country that at least have a game changer very, very good today, that is a safe country.
In your work with Manage My Property, is it more important, because I feel like a lot of the landlords and owners of property in the UAE don't live here. In most countries, the landlord tends to be in the same country, if not the same city. Is that why it presents some different challenges, because many landlords live in a different country?
That is the challenge that make Manage My Property absolutely amazing, because a lot of owners and landlords in Dubai, they are not living in the country, they are abroad, so they need a reliable company that knew what is the manage of the property and give the access in a transparent way to all the data, because at least my goal, I tell to my clients, my goal is not to sell you a property or to manage it, is to grow a relationship in longer terms.
So is your target audience or you know the business expansion plans that we have, is it limited to people who are probably first time buyers or just have one property, or do you look at more people who have multiple properties and thus it saves time and effort because you just have to deal with one person who has probably 20 apartments here in Dubai?
Our model welcome everyone. So if you have a property and you experience our service, for sure you will go to buy a second and the third if you can. Of course, deal with one landlord that own many units is something different, but at least the work is always the same.
Well, if you want more details, the website you can check out is managemyproperty.ae. We've been joined in studio this afternoon by the CEO and the co-founder Marcello Arcangeli. Thank you very much for coming in and congratulations on your success.
My pleasure.